Um, oh, child, it is hot. It is hot. It is hot. It's like the wind is blowing, but it's like not enough. It is hot. Okay, let's whew, turn this up a little bit. Whew, Lord. Okay. All right, you guys. Um, it is hot. It is hot. It is hot. Hopefully, this is not bothering you. Y'all let me know if this is too much air. If so, I'll just put it in front of me. Are you hearing too much air? Because the mic is right here. Or maybe I'll just flip this over here so it's not so much in the mic. Y'all let me know. What's up, Sean, Angela? Hey, baby. Girl, it's hot. It's going to be hot all week. That junk say 90 degrees. And we're not in summer yet. It's like, hey, Becky, why do I have to do hot and mosquitoes? Like, I can't do both of those. Okay, is this going too much into the mic? Are you able to hear my fan too much? I have it kind of away from me. Okay, sounds good. All right, cool. We're a little windy here, which is interesting, but it's like blowing hot wind. So we're a little windy here. Okay, not really. Still means you kind of do, right? I don't want to like hear wind on a playback. Okay, so um, I want to start off with Nick's first before we get into today's questions. Sorry, Nick's just got tangled in the spring. Hello, hey Fam Bam, what's up, super friends? What's up, super friends? Ah, oh, like the wind is blowing. It's just not blowing anything cool. I don't know how long I'll be able to do outside readings because if I wait for the sun to go down, the mosquitoes come out. All right, there we go. And we're gonna do this. Did I spray? Not yet. I need to go get some more of that area spray. I like that area spray. Like I don't really like smoke. It makes my throat dry. So the smoke like really affects me. And then on top of that, like when I take my Adderall, my mouth gets dry also. So it's like a lot. Hey, Sunny girl. Um, I think I took my Adderall. I'm not sure. I forgot. Girl, yes. Like I'm glistening. Okay. I didn't want to like. Okay, for you white ladies, y'all don't know we do this. But for braids, you have to boil your hair to take the stiffness out. You have to boil the braid hair because it's a fake hair. This that I use. So it's really, really stiff. And so, like yesterday, that was just bugging me, seeing how stiff it was. And I didn't want to boil it yet, which I guess just breaks down whatever the stiffness is. I didn't want to boil it because I still have to do my hair, but I didn't finish, you know? I started working on my NFL books. It's just interesting times. Before we get into the bell, I did Yeah, that's what I call it, boiling, dipping. I'm gonna get one of those electric kettles when I move. I have too much stuff here. So I'm gonna get it. So now you see it's like much more limp than it was yesterday. Yesterday was crazy. Hey Zelda. Exactly. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Oh my God, to this good channel. I love it. Thank you. Um, It's just I'm hearing about the big channels having a huge problem because they have employed the AI with our videos. And so now they're scraping through the transcripts of our videos. So it's really bad. It's really bad. So, like Marianne from Down Under, Tarot Down Under, whatever her thing is called, she lost 40,000 subscribers. So they are unsubscribing people, they are suppressing videos, they're doing a lot to silence us. It's not just surveillance, guys, it's silence. It's a two-prong attack on our voices because it's these small channels. Like, believe it or not, the tarot, I won't say all the tarot community. I won't, because obviously there's some strange people here. But um, there are people who are legitimately doing their research. They're going, checking out the news. I don't do as much research as other people do. Um, like I watch some things and then I go and check it out myself. Like for instance, I forgot today was the day he's supposed to be in China, so I went to go look at the China, and then I saw the news, the way the news was sharing it. So I was like, the news is not there. They're just resharing broadcast. So I went straight to the White House channel, and let me show y'all what I found. Now, I'm gonna suggest you do this to yourself, right? Sean, do you not know that the Google CEO was at the inauguration? Do you not know the Google CEO is leading some of this AI charge? He had some top level Google people who quit because of AI. And they said the AI is becoming sentient to the point where AI can play soccer against itself because it can think faster. Yeah, they're doing secret stuff that they don't want us to know about, and it's really compromising some people's integrity. I'm telling you, watch the Google CEO on Diary of a Mad CEO. There was a great um, interview with him about that. Yeah, a lot is going on, and I saw that like a year or two ago. So yes, yeah, some channels are even disappearing, or members, paid members. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Like I know people are losing subscribers, but she says she lost 40,000 subscribers, and she had been building her channel for 10 years. So that is just wild. Oh my God, the chills I'm getting. It's a two-prong attack: surveillance and silence. The data centers are all about surveillance, and then getting rid of these small content creators is about the silence. Um, so, like someone from Marianne Down Under, she actually started running into trouble when she was reporting on um, the squashing of people in Australia who were against what was happening in their country. And that they had beat up an 80-year-old woman or something. I forgot what it was. I know she was really, really, really hot about it. And that's about when she started having trouble, was after talking about that. Libby's lost people, so she's been trying to do catchy things like put up different paintings or whatever. The twins have found a dip in theirs. Bobby reads tarot. She's found a dip in hers. And it's not that people aren't watching, it's that people are being suppressed. It's crazy. Hey, Nicole. Who? You know, Sean, that's like part of what I was looking into when we were reading on Pal and Tear yesterday. And the other thing we were reading on the day before, I can't remember. Dang it, I left my chapstick in the room. Because I'm going to get really dry and I feel like I'm going to start looking like a very ashy person. Anyway, I did. I left it in the room. If it gets really bad, I'm going to have to go get it. Yeah, you can always share another person. Um, I will tell you. Yesterday, I had a little moment, like listening to Marianne talk about losing 40,000. I'm like, what hope is there to even like really grow? I'm still under 400. Mind you, my channel's only a year old. This channel, and This is the only one I've been consistent on for the last 90 days. And we've had some pretty good growth. Like in a normal situation, we're growing very well, like over 200 subscribers. And I think because of that other platform, we've gotten really good at code talking. So I think that's helping. Like we're really good at code talking over here. Uh, but you know, these other people, they still say the T name, and I learned a long time ago to stop saying the T name. It's like literally living a Harry Potter novel. Maybe that's why I keep dreaming about Harry Potter. Is like we're literally going through it. Um, how he who shall not be named gets resurrected. He gets his Death Eaters, aka MAGA people or whatever these other people are. Like he literally put a werewolf in charge of our, I'm just making some kind of metaphor or just adjacent talk here. But like he put criminals in charge of every department. And this is not even alleged. This is researchable. Like they all have been in prison just about, or they all had trouble. And he's putting them there. She feeds the homeless in Philly. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Is that a reader? Yeah, I shout people out here. So it's just really interesting that if she can lose 40,000 people, I'm just like, wow. Okay. Uh, okay. Well, I will say keep going. It definitely is a keep going. Thank you, Zelda, for that. Because I'm seeing the five of wands in reverse. I'm seeing the four of wands in the upright. I'm seeing the seven of wands. This is fire energy. Y'all know what year we're in. We're in fire horse year. We're in burn it down, burn it up year. So this is fire, fire, fire coming at it. It's don't fall for what they're doing. This is false. It looks like it's bigger than it is. It's still serious, but it's an illusion right now. Yes, it is. Oh my God. Thank you. Look at this. 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of order, which is like our society, but they're all fire energy. They're all wands. And I will tell you, keep going because hope is right here. Hope and faith. Keep it, keep it, keep it, and keep going. All right. So I'm just back everything up because they are going to try to keep taking the information down. They don't have the same values we have, but justice is right around the corner. Keep putting in that work. Keep putting in the work. Keep putting in the work. This is good. I'm getting chills. This is real good. So again, don't fall for what they're talking about. This is all smoke and mirrors. It's not real. It can be moved through. The hidden agendas here. This is going to absolutely be exposed. And then we have the death card right after that. And then we have a switcheroo here. We have the Six of Pentacles right here as we learn about their secrets and we turn their world upside down. Uh-huh. And we're gonna do it vigilante style is what I'm seeing. Knights of Swords right there. And here comes the fire energy again. So if they're gonna keep us with that Page of Pentacles in the reverse, we got the Page of Wands. We got that fire. We're coming for it. So, and I'm gonna keep going because I see Major Arcana, so I'm gonna talk about it. We have here the Six of Swords in reverse. Just understand that just like, okay, I'm trying to think of what the quote was. Um, I don't know the quote exactly. It's something to the effect of when the devil shows up or something, and he says, "Be afraid," and I whisper back to the devil, "I'm the one you need to be afraid of," or something like that, right? So, in other words, the trap that they lay is the trap that they'll get caught up in. Because here's the devil card right here. Here's the whistleblower. Girl, we got 3 pages so far. 3 pages so far. I'm woo, tingling. I just, it feels like what's that animal? Cerebus, something like that. You cut the head off, and it just another one regenerates. That's what it is. Like they keep trying to cut us down. We just find a new platform, and we keep showing up, and we keep talking, and we keep fighting back with knowledge and access and words. I'm just getting wands, 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 lots of wands, and here comes the tower. So even while they're trying to manipulate our communication, you know, trying to stifle our messaging with these leaders of these platforms, this junk is inevitable. Y'all, our chicken friends are here. I don't know what we're going to call them, but we're going to say hi to the chicken friends. Oh, she mad. Mama mad at them. She's like, y'all big. Go find your own food now. Okay. So that's just really interesting. And again, I'm seeing the you can't sit with us. So they are falling apart, y'all. Please keep that in mind. Um, right now, their power is an illusion. And if we buy into the illusion, then we give them power. Right now, their power is an illusion. Keep fighting. Y'all saw South Carolina. South Carolina, the place where Lady Graham is from. South Carolina said, no, we're not doing what you said to do. We're not redistricting like that. I'm sorry. No, 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 no. So South Carolina fought back. I'm surprised. But that lets you know, with the shenanigans that happened in 24, those shenanigans probably brought us some ladybugs. Okay? Because I don't think he was chosen either. Um, and so we're looking at not isolation. I love this. I love this. Hold on, not isolation. Introspection. Oh, I love this. Because I just heard very clearly this is not isolation. If you notice, it's in the upright. This is shining a light. Um, I love this. Oh my God, I'm chilling all the way through. This is shining a light. So don't shy from this. Don't shy from this. Let the light shine on what they're doing because light will always be more powerful than the darkness and the shadows. Light chases it away. Oh, and I love the fact that it says right here, the answers are within you. The answers are within you. So this is very, very interesting. I'm loving that. And I see them toppled. Their greed exposed. Like I said, we got to keep doing the work because we are going to take this down. It's not so much eat the rich, it's like it's not about rich, it's about corrupt. It's not about rich, it's about corrupt. So I see the chariot sitting here. Um, it's a don't wait to be saved, save yourself. That's still a thing. Oh, oh. So the choices are there. So again, the illusion. They're giving the illusion. Dear God, I told this guy. Oh man, tell me y'all can still hear me. Please tell me y'all can still hear me. Um, Okay, perfect. But I'm seeing the sun. So, like I said, everything's going to be revealed. Everything's going to be revealed. And because we have that Nine of Pentacles toppled, this doesn't make me unhappy. I see this Nine of Wands toppled as well. Okay. Because I'm seeing this Eight of Cups. Okay. Hold on. And then I'm seeing this Two of Cups. And y'all know that's the social contract broken. But this is the social contract broken with their people. What is this? And having to face the consequences and then us being nurtured back. Okay, there are two queens right here as well. Y'all, this fire energy is not playing because we got the Queen of Pentacles and then we have the Queen of Wands right here, followed by the Knight of Wands, followed by the Nine of Swords, followed by Temperance. There, okay, now I get it. Because here's the Ace of Wands here too. And the Fool card again. This is repeating what happened yesterday. This is telling us they're going to topple. I'm seeing the aces. I'm seeing the Emperor in reverse. I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Seeing that Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they're toppling. Oh, this is so interesting. So this is not our nightmare. These nines, we have three of those nines. That's not our nightmare. This is their MAGA queen, MGT. Oh my God, MGT bought a house in Costa Rica. Y'all, we are not doing any personal readings. You want personal readings? We're going to do yes, no on my Substack, which you can find that information in my description. We will be doing a yes, no personal reading on my Substack only on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. So that's where we will be doing that. This is not that. All right. So, like I said, I'm seeing the MGT here, the Queen of Pentacles. This feels very much so like the. It's interesting because I want to say the silent majority of the other Richies, right? So, because they have this little, I don't want to say coalition. I keep forgetting what it's called. I need to look it up. But it's of the rich group of people who are putting their money where their mouth is. Um, this is who that is, the Queen of Pentacles. So they're going to be putting their money up because they're putting their values up. It, kind of like the the rich class who stayed in New York because they're not scared of Mondani because they support him. Like they're like, yeah, tax me so we can take care of this stuff. Like they've had a good run. They've had almost a 40-year run of being pretty much taken care of with our dollars. So now it's like a return here. So this is also the MAGA queen, but this is not her alone. I just had Candace. Stop calling me. Stop calling me. Hold on one second. Okay, let me know if y'all can still see me. See me, hear me, because I just had to text him. Please stop calling me. I will call you at lunch. Oh man, y'all let me know. So I don't want to keep going. Okay, perfect. All right, so I definitely see that. Again, it's the facing the consequences. I see them not withstanding our firepower. This is what that's telling me. Again, the evidence that they tried to bury, the money. No, these are contracts. I see contracts being reversed, canceled, canceled. That's the word. Contracts being canceled. Um, People walking away, but not just people walking away. Um, because it's cups. So it's like people who drank from the same chalice. So shareholders, stockholders, I see them withdrawing and deliberately tanking some of these things. Because again, the social contract was broken, not just with, us in America, but with the people who put them there. Okay, so I don't want to touch that real quick. That just came out, so I wanted to go ahead and touch on that. But this is what I saw. So, like I said, I forgot that he was going to China. And so I went to their page um, just so that you can see. I'm sorry. I don't know how to shrink me yet. This is not as easy as on the other platform. So I just want you to see 3 hours ago, supposedly, they posted a 30-second video, which I guess they're going to use for an ad or something, because that's about why you would do a 30-second. But then they have a 3 minute and 52-second video of his arrival. And that's just really strange to me because, like, why is it just that long of his arrival? And so you watch people get off the plane, you see the Richie Riches um, stepping down, like Starboy. I don't know who else I noticed. The daughter in law was there, the blonde, skinny one, like she was there. But okay, so this. I just went and got this before we went live. So this happened 3 hours ago, supposedly, right? So then I was like, let me take a look, and of course I was disturbed. Is this? Hold on. Is this mine? Because my daughter and I we share a cloud. Let me see. What is this? Okay, so this is mine. All right, I gotta take off my sunglasses because I cannot see my screen that well. Okay. So this is really interesting. Now, mind you, I'm zoomed in. Okay, I'm zoomed in like 8 times zoomed in because I'm on my phone, and so I am zoomed in. But I noticed it did that really weird thing again, and I don't know if you can see it, but there are not just pixelation, but it's literally like, yeah, pixels. You know, like when you look at your TV and your TV is broken or something, and you can see square, right? You can see a square of pixelation. So if you're missing literally one light or one whatever it is that feeds one LED, whatever that is that gives that a light, but you can literally have a square, a pixel missing from like your television screen, right? And it'll be there for everything that you put on. So this is what I mean by pixel. It's literally the 4x4. It's like a square. That's happening here. This doesn't happen. This only other place. Trying to think of the other video. The only other video I saw this happen on was another one of those Butler videos that somebody was showing when they were having their realization, like, oh my God, I think Butler wasn't, you know. So anyway, so when I screenshot it, you can see a square. I want y'all to look at this girl's face, right? Look at her face. You see that square? It's a square of pixelation. And it's several squares of pixelation. I'll post it in my post section when I'm done. But you can see all this square. While we're here, let me go ahead and put my subscriber only. I forgot to do that. So subscriber only chat. You need to be a subscriber for at least 20 minutes before you can chat with us. Subscribing is free. Just hit the button. Okay. So you can see the square pixelation here. You can see it several places. Hopefully y'all can see it. Let me know if y'all are able to see the square because I'm having a hard time because of the sun. Me and the sun, we are not doing well. Why would I order that? No, 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 no. Anyway, so there's that. So then I want to show you the other picture. So, and the other thing too is look at how fuzzy their faces are. Again, you can make any kind of argument you want about, oh, you're taking a screenshot of a thing uploaded to YouTube. YouTube is supposed to be quality so good that you can show it on TV. They're actually aiming for that. And if, again, we're dealing with the highest office in the land, they should have better quality than I do. They should have better quality than I do. I could show you a picture I take of me off my screen, and it doesn't look like this. Okay. So there's that issue. Now, this is him getting off the plane. There, you can see it a little bit better because I tried to shrink it and move it over so you can see her face better. Look at the pixelation to her face. It's not even just fuzzy, it's pixelated. There are squares there. Let's see if I can get out of other things. So, and then again, you can't see people's faces much, right? So let's show you this too. All right, so there's the daughter-in-law. Look at him, supposedly, right? Look at all of them. They're all smeary. They're all hard to see. I want y'all to go to the channel yourself. I want you to watch them disembark off that plane. Zoom in just a little bit, so because they do have it this far so that you can't tell. So that's another reason why I know we have issues here. This is how far they took the video. Okay. So the reason why they do far things is so you can't figure things out. This is what we're trying not to figure out is look at his face. And you can see the square like right here. 1, 2, like there's a square here. And then you have like I said, her, him, I think that was Starboy right there. I could be wrong. This one could be Starboy. I forget. But here are the Richie Riches and the Et tu Brute, Brutus, aka Narco, getting off the plane. So here are the Richie Riches. But look at this face. You know, I can't show you any better than that. And then if you look at his profile, that's not his profile. That's not his profile. Listen, look at these faces. I want y'all to go and do it yourself. I want you to go check it out yourself. Don't take my word for it. You go look yourself, okay? Um, See, this is supposedly at the gaggle. This is what he supposedly looks like compared to this as a profile. This right here is too straight backed for a profile for him. And I'm going by the first admin, not the second one. The first admin he couldn't stand either. So this is too straight of a profile. Shoulders like kind of back. Like this doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. I just want y'all to understand. I don't think he's in China, and so one of the things I want to read on about this is why is China going? What's in it for China? Either the body double, excuse me, is there, and what we're seeing in America. Yeah, you have to understand that too. We don't see what other countries see. If you are on that other platform, the one of short form videos, then you know that there is an electric fence, an electric digital fence that keeps us from seeing the same videos that our counterparts across the world are seeing. So there's always this risk that what is portrayed to us, the people here um, in this country, is not actually what was filmed. And it always gives me a little bit of depression to think about how we are literally in the books we used to read. Harrison Bergeron, Brave New World, 1984, Fahrenheit 451, Animal Farm, like, y'all. Okay, anyway, laugh it off, laugh it off, laugh it off. All right. So, wait, I put today as the 13th. It's not the 13th. Today is, wait, what's today? It's May. It's gonna be May. What day is it? Is today the 13th? Oh, it is. Okay. Are you guys still with me? Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. Thank you. I guess I want to know what's in it for China. What's in it for China? Um, Considering they're supposed to be there, like brokering some kind of peace thing, right? It's supposed to be about peace. I'm so confused. What is in it for them? How much are they going to sell us out? That's my question. Because right now, the person who holds the cards is she. Is it she, G, whatever that person name is? Um, let's just say the Red Sun country. They're the no, that's Japan. I think I'm getting China's and Russia's mixed up. 'Cause I see the sickle and the yellow thing. Is that China or is that Russia? I don't remember. Okay, I think Japan is the Red Sun. Um, I'm bothered, so I do want to read that. And we're going to go first to Nick's about it so that we can start with a clear head before we get into the readings. Because I want to get an idea of where we are with this. So let's go ahead and do our breath. Anybody better at geography or flags, let me know. Which one? What's China's? Okay. Okay. It's so hot. All right, so we're going to do our breath work. We're going to do one breath first. I think we'll do them with Nix and Sutton. That way we're doing them at the same time. Um, the chair. See, the smoke is getting to me. Alrighty. So we're going to do a breath. The way that we do our breath is, why we do our breath is for two reasons. One is to regulate, and two, it's to blend our spirit with that of love, light, and protection. So we're going to do one breath, but we're going to do it for a dual purpose. The first thing that we're going to do with this breath is we're going to put our hand over our heart and our hand over our diaphragm. This is to help regulate our nervous system, to remind yourself, I'm here, I am whole, I am safe. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And as we take in a deep breath, you're going to pull it in through your nostrils so that it is nice and controlled. And you're going to breathe in for 3 to 6 seconds. You're going to feel it go over your nose hairs, down your windpipe, into your lungs, expanding your lungs. You are here. You are grounded. You are safe. Okay? We are together. We're sharing our energy. And when you are on the hold, you're going to let that breath do what it does. If you feel yourself starting to panic or go, I don't know how to breathe, I want you to just sit in it. Like, just literally take a seat back, sit in it, and allow yourself to relax for 3 to 6 seconds as you hold your breath. And then on the exhale, you have 2 ways to do this. You can do this in a pure release of and let it go, or you can do it in a nice and controlled. So you can do 3 to 6 seconds of release through your mouth. Okay? In through your nose, out through your mouth. It's 5:24. Okay, the boppers are going to be here at 6 o'clock. You know they have a date. Anyway, so the second purpose of this breath, again, is for us to blend with spirit. So as we are doing that inhale, we're going to envision the light of love and protection entering through our crown or our root chakras, or you might envision it as an orb around you, or see yourself swimming in the energy of the love, light, and protection. Whatever works for you, that's what you're doing. Next, as you hold your breath, you're going to envision your own power, your own energy, and your heart is where mine is. Well, not your heart, my heart. I envision mine in my heart space, my heart chakra. I'm an empathetic person. I'm a compassionate person. That is where my superpower is, and that's where it comes from. You might feel it in your sacral, in your root, wherever you feel your own energy, see it, envision it on that hold breath. And on the exhale, you're going to push your energy outward so that it blends with that of spirit, of love, light, and protection. That is what we're doing with our breath. All right, let's get it. Hand over heart, hand over diaphragm. At the sound of the chime, breathe in. Thank you. It feels so good to breathe. All right, um, let's get here. Let's see if Nix is ready to read. Who is Nix? For anybody new to us, Nix is one member of my spirit team. The name is Onyx, actually. I was just thinking, I'm like, I wonder if that's my soul self. But it feels more masculine. But I guess that could work too for me. I used to have a high testosterone level. People used to say that I was like a dude. I was a tomboy. Okay. So, I don't know. That kind of feels right. Especially now that when we talked about it yesterday about your soul self, the smoke. Um, excuse me. About your soul self um, being able to be manifest in front of you. When we shared that guy's story yesterday, where he saved himself from being killed by his abusive father. So it would make sense. Hmm. I'm going to have to go into journaling prayer for that and see what we get out of this. But anyway, that's who Onyx is. It's part of my spirit team. And we manifest conversation mostly through this pendulum because I'm a person, I need to see answers on the outside. I really struggle with answers that I get on the inside. It's a confidence issue. But it helps that we get to do it with the the pendulum because I get to see it out here. And I know people say that I'm going to turn this fan off because I don't want to be. Well, I'm going to move it. I don't want to be. I don't want it to move the pendulum. I've heard people say that the pendulum is going to give you the answer that you're looking for, like it's your energy um, giving you the answer to the pendulum. Uh, I guess maybe for some people, but no, not for me. Because sometimes I get answers, I'll be like, "What for real, girl?" 1, 2, 3. So the fact that I get shocked at the answers myself, yeah, I don't buy that. Same thing with the rods. Like I've been trying them. Well, I haven't tried them since we did a recording. And again, I'm not getting answers. See, I'm getting goosebumps now. I'm not getting answers that I'm trying to get because I'm truly seeking answers from more knowledgeable beings than I am. Well, I won't say I'm not knowledgeable. I'm gonna say because I think we all have our knowledge. I'm gonna say more consciously um, knowledgeable than I am. Right. So I want to do this right here. Hello, Nix. Are you ready to talk politics? Oh, chills. All right. So this right here is a yes going back and forth. I guess we'll just call this segment Politics with Nix. All right. So it rhymes. I like it. I used to be a poet. Okay. Oh, girl, listen, I'm cheesy. All right. So, so that's a yes. So yes is going to be back and forth. Y'all can see it going that way. If you're going to go, hey, your hand is moving it. First of all, I'm not that kind of reader. I am not the ones that do this. That's an A. That's a B. Like, I don't do that. People do it how they do it. As somebody said, don't knock someone else's gifts. But also, if your intuition is telling you someone is not gifted, trust your intuition. Some people are just straight up charlatans, and that's not okay, but that's what it is, right? But that's for any segment of humanity, obviously. I'm going to say obviously because I think we could tell right now there are a lot of fake people in positions they don't deserve, correct? All right, cool. So, that said, I'm not one of those. So, I'm not going to go, this is a yes, first of all, and then change it up to be like, this is a no. And then try to change it back to this is a yes. That right there takes some energy I'm not going to be wasting. So, I'm just going to hold my hand as still as I possibly can. Sometimes I look away because I don't want to influence the answer. Because we did do that one time. I will say we did do that one time, and I got called out on it in the moment. And I had to question it. I was like, are you answering that because I want you to answer that way? Okay, so that's happened, you know. Right. Some of the screenshot may have showed up very blurry for you. Oh, wait, he's still here. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I was covering his ugly mug. I thought I had flowers in the background. Thank you, Becky, for calling it out, girl. I forgot he's still there. Whew. Child. Thank you. I forgot that was still there. Okay. I try to do 3 so that it's high enough for you guys. I usually do 2 because 3 feels too short. Okay. Ugh, freaking thing got me on my finger. Oh, I'm so sorry, girl. Okay. All right, so let's do that again. Hey, Nix, are you ready to talk politics? Do, 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 do. Okay. So back and forth again is going to be a yes. Let me make sure I turn the board correctly. There we go. So that's a yes. Show me a no, please. I'm getting chills. Child, what are we about to get into? Show me no, please. Make that go wider, please. Hold on. Looks like I have some. Oh, that's on the screen. Okay. Show me a no, please. Okay. Make that answer louder, please. I say louder, but make it more obvious that it's a no. Okay, thank you. So left to right is going to be a no. Will you tell us the truth and only the truth, um, as ordained or said or given by the higher order of light, love, and protection? Hold on, we got the wind. Whip it in. Okay. Will you share with us only the truth of love, light, and protection? The celestial truth, the heavenly truth, the universal truth, and only the truth. That's a yes. Will you lie to me? At any point during this reading, will you lie to me? That's a no. Hold on, wind's coming. Will you only share things that are of the truth and that are for our highest good? Hold on, wind. Will you only share things that are for our highest good? And that's a yes. That was a yes before the wind came. Alrighty. I'm gonna ask the question I ask almost every single time, y'all. Hey, Jenny Boo. We're kind of just getting started. 48 minutes in. Um, so the question I always ask. So far, the answer hasn't changed. If it changes today, I'll be heartbroken. But hey, let's see. I'm trying to think of what other words I can say other than orange one and stuff like that, especially because they're now crawling through our transcripts of our videos. And I'm pretty sure that one's caught. Um, I'll just call him the fuzzy peach because he's a, well, you know what that emoji is used for, right? Okay. So we're going to call him the fuzzy peach, the one that we will be talking about, the one who goes by the numbers of 4 and 5 and the other numbers of 4 and 7. Um, Rumple. Oh, I love Rumple. I'm like, who else could I use that for? Whoops. You know who we can use that for? We can use that for Mueller. Sorry, I got like a lint or something. Ah, got it. Okay. We can use that for Mueller. Not Mueller, like Robert Mueller. We're talking Stephen. So we can call him, oh, Dead Hand. Okay. We'll call him Dead Hand. That should work. The man with a dead hand is just way too long. So we're just going to call him Dead Hand. Rumple, I think I want to reserve for Stephen because that fits to me. Rumpelstiltskin. Okay. So, do you understand who we're talking about when we say dead hand? Do you understand who it is that we are talking about when we say dead hand? All right, so that's a yes. Is dead hand a part of the human community, the living human community? Blah, 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 blah. Let's replace that. Is dead hand, let's just make it simple since we now have a really good code word. Is dead hand living? Is dead hand alive? Can you be very clear? I need you to be very clear with this answer because people will not believe me. Is dead hand alive? That's a no, you guys. I'm getting goosebumps again. Okay. Has dead hand joined the spirit world? Has dead hand joined the spirit world? That's a yes, you guys. Okay. Is dead hand currently in Asia? Is dead hand currently in Asia? Be very clear with your answer, please, so that I can see it on screen. That's a no, you guys. Oh, man. Okay. Did any U.S. people arrive in Asia today from that big house? Did anyone from the U.S. arrive in Asia today from the big house? Did anyone arrive in Asia today? Okay, so yes, people did arrive in Asia, which would make sense because we would have trackers on that plane, I'm pretty sure. Because, there are people who track the planes. Okay. Was Dead Hand among them? Was Dead Hand in Asia with them? Is Dead Hand in Asia with them? Again, we have a no. Has Dead Hand made any of the calls coming from the big house this year, in the year of 2026? Has Dead Hand made any of the calls against our allies or enemies from the big house in 2026? That's a no, you guys. Did Dead Hand exit the living in December of 2025? Did Dead Hand exit the living before the winter solstice? That's a yes. Did Dead Hand exit the living during the first week of December? Did Dead Hand exit the living during the first week of December? There's Fur Elise. Okay. Where are the rest of our girls at, y'all? All right. Did Dead Hand exit the land of the living the first week of December? That's a yes. Just making sure you can see it on screen. So yes, that's a yes. Make the yes bigger, please, so that people can see it without a doubt. Bigger, please. Okay, like make it really big. Really big. Powerful swings, please. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. All right. So, um, I just wanted to verify again, the dead hand is not amongst us. That answer is consistent. We have had that answer ever since I had that dream. And I had that dream on December 7th or December the 8th. I can't remember now. Um, in 2025, December 8th or December 7th, one of those two, 2025. Okay. So that answer has been consistent. It hasn't changed once, not even a little bit. I will not argue with you, argue with your mama, argue with your own spirit team. I don't know why you're getting a different answer than I'm getting. I don't know. And to be perfectly honest, at this point, I don't actually care anymore because I'm going to have to trust what I'm given. I don't know why you don't have it. For entertainment purposes only, for sure, thank you. This is just my interpretation with me and my stones. So if you have a different answer, you have a different answer. Okay? And you're allowed to, because you and your spirit team got to figure that out. But I will tell you, I have not had a different answer in the now 6 months that we've been asking. And I didn't ask until I had that dream. So it's not like I was wishing it like well, listen, I was like everybody else waiting for that obit. But at the same time, it wasn't like I really wish him dead. Like it wasn't like that for me because I understand and understood it's bigger than him, especially now that he's not the one calling the shots. They are. So that tells you it's way bigger than him, right? So just to be clear, one last time before we move on, is dead hand currently in? Oh my God! Sorry, my nose is now stuffed. Every time I go to read on him, I get a stuffy nose. Um, oh, weird. Okay. Rising sun is Japan. So who is China? I'm trying to think of a different way to say it. Yeah, Sean, I've been getting people. I've been seeing some people having that. For instance, there's this other woman. I haven't really like followed her much, but I just happen to catch that she does pendulum a lot differently than I do because she does all this and all that, right? But good night, baby. Um, but she's gotten consistently. I don't know since when, but she gets. Sorry, I coughed on you again. She's been getting consistently that he's gone as well. Um, all I know is my answer hasn't changed. And when I asked before, it sounds like okay. For instance, someone just showed me the other woman who got roasted because I think she called that he would be gone on like September 5th or something like that of last year. I think her name is Sam. And I remember on the other platform, she got roasted for that, like really, really, really hard. Right. And because people are like, you said it would be this date. First of all, grow the F up. Second of all, everybody has free will. And third of all, there are just multiple timelines. Like we're not in control of anything. All we can do is tell you what energy is happening in the moment that it's happening. Do things change? Hell yeah. Like I've had, and think of your own life, because I'm going to give you an example. I had a long, long, long time ago, like almost 20 years ago, I got in a car accident. I didn't have to get in that car accident. I could have listened to my own intuition, which was, nope, stay over here in this lane. And Instead of staying in that lane, I was like, no, I'm in a hurry. And so I went to go around that person anyway and ended up getting smashed by somebody who was speeding. And she T-boned me and I spun and spun and spun around. And luckily I was okay. My cousin was okay, who was in the car with me, but the car wasn't, right? And she was going so fast that she actually hit the back of my car. And that's why we ended up spinning in one of the busiest intersections of life. Had I listened to my own intuition, I could have not been in that accident. So that's a moment of me exercising my free will. That accident wasn't destined. That accident was a choice, right? That's my own life. I had another instance where the light turns green. I'm getting ready to go forward, and I heard, just wait a second. And I did. I waited a second, and next thing you know, this guy in a really old school car. So, you know, it would have killed me because those cars are made from titanium or something. Really old school car, comes barreling across the another intersection. And had I went when the light was green, like I could have, because he ran the red light, had I went, I would have been T-boned again and probably this time not make it. Because like I said, it was a behemoth car. Again, choice. I was told to wait. I listened this time. Choice. Okay? So that said, there's all kinds of free will that people have. For instance, I had a remote view of a doctor telling, it was shady in my remote view at that time, and this was at the end of October, that he was saying that he's not responding to the medicines. Because he was talking to Shady, he was like, I give him a few more weeks. He's not responding to the medicine. And I promise you, like, what, 4 or 5 weeks later, after that remote view, I had the dream about him exiting in his sleep. Right now, I can double check this. I do think wifey had something to do with his sleep, but in the dream, I didn't have that. You know, it was just a feeling, and that we read on later. So they were giving him medicines. He was supposed to leave in October. I knew that beyond knowing, beyond knowing, beyond knowing. And then next thing you know, because he was supposed to be gone by the end of October, like I felt that 100%. And then I had the remote view about the medicine. And I was like, dang it, they're trying to keep him up. And that's when we got the information released that there's this medicine they've been using on Alzheimer's people and that they're trying it on him. And I'm like, okay, so that's what they're doing. But again, in the remote view, it said in a few weeks, a few weeks. And next thing you know, within 4 to 5 weeks, he was gone. I can't remember the exact date of the remote view. I don't think I wrote the date. Actually, I think I did write the date. I'll have to look because I did write it in my notebook. I just have to find the notebook. But I think I did write the date because part of remote viewing, if you do it CIA style, is to write the date. So I think it's there. But anyway, so I'm just saying all that to say there is free will. People have free will. And of course, as said, like these timeline things are happening. It's like people who remember Berenstain Bears versus Bearstein Bears. People who remember the Fruit of the Loom cornucopia versus the people who don't remember the Fruit of the Loom cornucopia. People who remember Usher saying it's 7 o'clock on the, oh Lord, it's 7 o'clock. Oh my God, I got the thing in my drop top, cruising the streets. That's literally what it said, cruising the streets. And now he came out last year saying, who's in the streets? And baby, that's not what you're talking about. Why would it be who's in the streets if you're talking about in your drop top in the street? So therefore, it should have been cruising because that's what people do. Anyway, so that just proves to me that there are different timelines we're operating on. It's like me remembering that um, the N word meant ignorant person because I looked it up in sixth grade in in an unabridged dictionary. I'm talking about that dictionary is like this big. It had like every single word ever invented. And I looked up the N word because I'm like, what does it actually mean? And it said an ignorant person. I remember that, remember that, remember that. Then last year, because I'm having a conversation with somebody on IG, and I'm like, no, the N word means an ignorant person. They're like, no, it doesn't. And I go Google, and Google goes, some people said that it means an ignorant person, but it never meant that. It's never it's not in the dictionary like that. And I'm like, then how would you use the exact phrase that I saw in the dictionary? So that, like, the fact that I'm saying it never meant an ignorant person is telling me it meant an ignorant person in some other timeline because I remember seeing it, you know. But anyway, thank you, Jen, for getting our girls together. Like we need Q, we need so many other people. I like it when we're all together. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying there are things outside of our control. All we can do is tell you what the energy feels like at the time that we get it. Okay. But so far, consistently in this timeline and every timeline we've been on, for me anyway, the dead hand ain't here. So, all right. And so, just to be clear for the people who are just now joining us again, is dead hand currently in the made in China country? And that's a no. And I'm getting goosies. So, he's not there. Um, Let me ask this question before we get further. Oh, chills. Okay. Is China going along with the ruse? Is China going along with the ruse that he's not here? I mean, that he's there. Is China going along with the ruse that he is over in their country? See, I'm getting a yes for that. Why would they go along with that? And that's what we're about to read on. Why would China go along with that? Are they doing it because they have the US by the cojones? Are they going along with it because they have the US by the cojones and they want something from them? That's a yes. Wait, that could not have been Narco. Hold on. Let me see. Because I just read that Narco was banned. Did they find a way to let him in there? No. Is that Narco right here? Is this Narco? Or is that one of the Richie Riches? I don't know. Because I just read that Narco was banned. Hold on. Ah, I can't zoom nothing. Ah, I can't see that one. Look at this terrible picture. It looks like him, right? But I can tell because it's really, really fuzzy. And of course, they always stick like one black person. There's your token. Interesting. It looked like him. Hold on. Okay, that I think is Scavino. I think that looks like Narco because he got the little white boy haircut. You know, the way he tries to make himself look non-Hispanic and all innocent. Hmm. It looks like Narco. See, you think you okay? Now watch. If you go to Google and try to look it up, because I did it again with my friend, and she's like, "Yeah, I remember it saying exactly what you just said." Go to Google and look it up, and it says, "No, it never said that." I'm like, BS. It did. Okay, so why are the billionaires there? Why are the billionaires there? Okay, because they were saying the billionaires were a last minute add to it, but I don't think so. Okay, I don't know if I'm a good enough reader to parse it out with the cards, but we're gonna see. Um, did Narco go? Did Narco go to? Yeah, it's saying yes. Narco went there. Okay. Um, interesting. Let's read on. Let's read what's in it for China. But y'all, Narco's plan is working. Narco's plan is working. I was, I have now told myself, you know what? It's okay to listen to the bulwark because you need to see what other people are saying. Um, and so the one that I saw was that's a yes card, two yeses, two aces. Okay. So the one that I saw was the Emperor. Ooh, what's that about? Ooh, Six of Wands in reverse. So this is going to be about Petey Poo. Did Pete go? I wonder if Pete went. Um, I'm wondering, Jen. So hold on a second. So what I was saying is on the bulwark, this particular one that I saw, because I like the girl Sarah. I think her name is Sarah. I like her. Um, she's very optimistic, in a way. But anyway, so she does a focus group thing, and so she couldn't do it. So Tim went, and he was doing a focus group with the Louisiana people after this whole thing with their map, right? A lot of those people are falling for exactly what Narco's doing. They're wanting him, the majority of them want him over Shady. They're saying there's oh, I think we're missing Dawn too. Yeah. They're saying oh, Narco is very knowledgeable. Plus, he speaks Spanish, so I think that'll help us with the Spanish communities that these last policies have messed up. And I'm just hearing these people praise him, and I'm like, oh my God, we're in trouble. We're in trouble if we don't get to clear this whole thing out, right? Because he's looking very good to them. We have to make him a convict. He has to be convicted. He has to be ruled ineligible to run. Because I know that's one of the first things we're going to put in there is convicts can't run. Um, so yeah, we have to give him a police record. Like we gotta do it. Uh, they're falling for it. They love him. They do not like Shady. They say Shady looks weak. But some people actually do love Shady. Some people are like, it can go, I can take it or leave it. Whoever it is, I don't care. I like them both. And I'm just like, holy crap. Wow. Wow. You know. So that's really interesting. I do wonder though if Pete did go because this is my Pete card now. Is the Six of Wands in reverse. Well, because he thinks he's all that. Because lethality, peace through strength. Boy, shut up. And I'm seeing the Hermit here, so that's isolation. And then right under here, I'm seeing the Seven of Wands. So that's being defeated. But we did get yeses. So China is going along with the ploy because their emperor said so. He's the one going along with it. And usually, when we're talking dead hand, he's usually in the reverse. Oh, he's in the Pete? He's in the Pete. He's in the pick? Okay. That's weird. That's so weird. I mean, it's good, right? Because if we're doing ceasefire, but why are the business people there? Okay. I need to see if Zuckerberg is there because Zuckerberg has been trying to get a contract with China forever. But China, I think, banned them. Okay. Okay. And then there's Knight of Pentacles that just peeked itself out from this Ace of Swords. So this Ace of Swords here is cutting through the BS. That's why they're there. Oh. Oh, you guys. Uh-uh. uh, uh. This this is crazy. Apple Man was there? Okay. This is crazy. This is on direction of their leadership, right? Cutting through the BS. It's more than that. This is intel. They wanted to see something for themselves. It's like when Zell came to, remember when Zell came here in December? We got that he wanted to come see for himself what was going on in the house. And that's why you saw him step away and start doing his own thing with the other countries, which again, I think he told the other countries, which is why they're playing with that guy the way that they are. They wanted to see for themselves also. Because Sunflower Country has met with Vodka Country, not Vodka Country, not Vodka Country, Ira. Sunflower Country met with Ira to help them out. But Sunflower Country also met with somebody else too, um, in the middle. Was it the Prince place? Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm mixing up my history here. Not my history, my stuff that's going on right now. Okay, what am I telling you guys? This is intel. This is intel. This is not about meeting and diplomatic and ceasefire. This ain't about that. This is intel. They were showing the pic of some of them? Okay. Pete is stupid enough, unless somebody schooled him, not to bring his devices. Pete is stupid enough to bring his devices, not luring them with intel, building intel on them. They're going to be lifting things off of them. Again, cutting through the BS. They're going to be lifting things off of them. Because they're going to be defenseless. And it's going to be information about what's going on there. And it's going to be showing the weaknesses of what's happening. Who else talked to China? What other country that we know of? Oh my God, y'all. Because here's the mercenary knight. Exactly, girl. I'm getting so many chills. Like, yes, here's the mercenary knight, right? But he has the pentacle. So he lured them with something that they're not, oh, Jesus. He lured them with something they're not going to get. Lured them with contracts and promises. Um, oh, you better believe people are going through all their stuff. And they're so sloppy, they don't know how to protect themselves. Yep. Okay. I see whining and dining. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. 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 Okay. You see these cups? These cups have come out. I see whining and dining. This is not going to be starting new contracts and whatever they think they are there to do. They're going to be trying to like bargain. This is why the Richie Riches went there. They went there to see what they can get out of this because they would not be needed for a mediation. They wouldn't be needed for a mediation. So they went there to see what they can get out of this. But it's not going to go the way they want it to. It's not going the way they want it to. In fact, I don't think they're going to end up happy with what's happening. Um, exactly. Because she's going to be, oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. Look at this. There's a treason. Because I was wondering earlier if they were going there to sell us out even more. But honestly, there's no need. Um, so this is more about them as opposed to us. Because China got what they need with us. Like, it's easy. All they do is buy the backdoor information from the little boys who want to make money. But this is showing the broken relationships. Notice this stuff is in reverse here. The broken relationships, you have the Ollies going there, um, and they think they're going with good judgment, sound mind. They're going to be the ones who lead this conversation, who have all the cards and all this kind of junk, but they do not. They don't. It's a Uno reverse because this is deaded. This is absolutely deaded. One, they were trying to see for themselves. They were trying to see for themselves. Just like when Zell of the Sunflower Country came over here to see for himself. There were rumors and they verified. That's what this is. So now they're getting intel, lots and lots of intel on the things that these people are doing wrong. They're going to be sharing some of it. They're going to keep some of it, blackmail, but they're going to be sharing some of it with, I want to say the UK, because I keep getting Starmer, and I know he's on his way out, but I keep getting Starmer, and I want to say the carne asada of the Maple Country. This is not the way they want. Yes, because it's some other. I don't think it's the UN. I don't feel like China is going to go that route, but kind of. Like that's why I said they're going to withhold some intel. I don't see them giving all of it, but they're going to give enough to seal the deal on this right here. Yes, they're going to be sharing enough of that. Oh, and about these. I think they're going to get them. It's weird. If I say, okay, high, drunk, they're going to be working to get them inebriated. Because I'm hearing drinking, I'm hearing laughing, but really there's some sobriety in the room. And that sobriety is not the kind of people you think. Because here we have, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So we have the Page of Swords here, not a leaker, like deliberately leaking, but information getting out. Then we have the Hermit. So again, isolated. So it feels like this is going to be a different kind of attack plan here. Ooh. Okay. We're going to read why the Brolys are there, but it's about the money. It's about the yuan. I just got that too. All right. But also this right here. Um, about release from the devil and moving on. Again, with this communication, sending this stuff across the airwaves, sharing some of this with people overseas. Y'all, we got all 4 pages have come out, and all 4 pages have come out, and a lot of swords. This is so much information. They're gathering intel. Look at these secrets. They're gathering intel. They're gathering intel on these people. Oh my gosh. This is interesting. Look at this sword, sword, sword. sword, sword. Started out with a sword. All this sword. And then the majors are big here. Big here. We got major, 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 major. This is another big one. Major. Look at this. We have what? 7 majors? 6. I'm sorry, 8. 8 majors. Majors. Okay. And then the King of Cups pops out. All right. Y'all. This is cray. They lured those people there. False pretenses. They lured them there. They're cutting through the air. They wanted to see for themselves. So with this fake guy here, all right, did a body double go? It had to be. Because like I said, I don't think we're seeing exactly trackers and tracers. Um, Other countries who popped into mind are the UK and Canada. Hold on. So tell me why the Richie Riches went. I just heard villain. Villains. Okay. Tell me why the Richie Riches went. Why did the Richie Riches go? It's about that flow of income. They are going there to switch from the dollar. This is what they want to do. They want to switch from the dollar. They know it's tanking because they know it's tanking because they're the ones who did it. See, there it is. Page of Cups. That other guy went too. So he's going to be all smooth and snake-like. He's not even supposed to be there. They blocked him. Look at this. Because the wands are pointed at their back, y'all. So they think they would be able to stand up, but no, they are having messaging behind their backs. And again, changing the flow of money. Because there's no reason for them to go for a, yes, 4 swords. 4 swords, and again, that messaging aimed at their back. The 9 of Wands. Now, this is a setup. Yep, there it is. The Hangman in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. This is a straight up setup. Yeah. Canna has their 4 AMers? Oh, they do. Oh, do tell, Becky. Do tell. Wait, what is this? King of Wands in reverse. Oh, that's our boy Murdoch. We need to read on him. Um, and then the Death card, and then the Strength card, and then the High Priestess card, and then the Tower, and then no way. Y'all saw me shuffle over and over and over. Yo, no way. We have 5 straight up majors that just came out. 5 majors that come out behind this King of Wands. Is this Murdy? Oh my God, my nose is itching. Because it was Wheel of Fortune in reverse, then Murdy. So let me show you what we just saw. What just came out? Death, Strength in reverse, High Priestess in reverse, the Tower, and the Devil. Y'all. When I say set up, because look, boy, it's the Bayou Babes. We got a Knight of Swords here. These people are finna give up this information and they ain't gonna know what hit them. Because look at the 5 of Coins and the Fool. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow, wow, wow. China. China, China, China. And just like that, we have 8 majors on the board again. China, China, China. What is this? The 4 of Coins. No, 6 of Coins. So, thinking they are the ones in position, but honey, reversed. Seeking that partnership, but that's not what's happening because we're getting the Five of Wands. No, babes, there's no partnership here, honey. Because we got the King of Swords. You're not going to put your swords in our back. No, no, no. We need to know your secrets so we can use them against you. Ace of Wands. Oh my God. The Hermit. Oh, my Lanta. You guys. That now makes two, three, four, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Nine major arcana on the board. That's crazy. That is crazy. So, just looking at the order of this one, it's a setup, honey. When I say it's a setup, I mean you go from death to weakness to, hidden agenda being exposed to the tower, honey, then to the devil. Baby, they finna bring you down. When I say the world is working against us in a way, I mean, but it's not just us though. It's also the other country that they don't want. But see, okay. But China cannot be caught doing stuff. Oh, because, never mind. There's a new perspective here. And the new perspective is they're not going to have to go to war to get Taiwan back. Taiwan is going to say, hey, protect us, please. Because they're an island. The Fool. It's a new journey. New perspective and new journey. So China, whatever, does not have to. There's the weakness. Exactly. So they don't have to. Okay. What I was saying is um, that they didn't want to be caught helping Europe. Europe, whatever this new thing is that they have, right? We don't know what it's called. They don't want to be caught helping, right? Knight of Cups in reverse. They don't want to be seen as offering up information. They don't want to be seen in any way, shape, or form having been part of this that way. Because you notice they did not step into it until now. The strength, because now they have Taiwan saying they want to be back annexed. Taiwan is where they make the chips, the things that we need to make chips. Taiwan is a bargaining chip, if you will. And so America was giving it protection or something um, for them to be protected against China. And so they were thinking China was going to go to war to get them back. But I'm feeling that's not necessary anymore because the other person made the decision. The other country made the decision of like, no, take us back, please. We need to be protected. We're an island. So we need your protection. So that's where that's coming in. So either it's going to be absorbed or annexed or just some kind of deal is going on there with that small country. So they don't mind now stepping in. That's what took so long. So we got the Four of Swords in reverse. They had to wait until they wouldn't be seen as what they're normally seen as because they're getting a rebrand, right? This is the Queen. This is the Wheel of Fortune. They're getting a whole new look, a whole new brand, a whole new facelift, if you will, where they're no longer the bad guys. They get to be good guys, which is interesting. And this is the same thing with Ira. Ira gets to be a good guy thanks to the anti-heroes. And then we got the Queen of Wands here and the King of Swords in reverse here. And then the Five of Cups. Five of Coins, Four of Cups. And then the Revelation. I'm trying to put you away. Revelation, and then Temperance, and then again the Wands in their back. So this thing with China is about restoring order, but it's about doing that in a way that helps tear us down. And I'm saying it in such a negative way, but it's really not negative because it's what needs to happen, right? Yes, it's what needs to happen. It's one of the choices that we have to make, but the biggest choice we have to make is we have to escape this guy. We have to get away from this energy of, because the guy is not here. This energy of the devil. So there's going to be revelation here. They are they are definitely enticing. Ooh, this is weird. I was going to say they're going to use some of their best women. Oh my god. Because a white guy's fantasy is a subdued Asian woman. It's interesting. Yes. Let me tell you something. I don't care what they say. A woman is the most powerful creature on this planet. Because if you can get brought down with a hi boys, you deserve to go down. So this King of Swords, honestly, this feels like China itself. This King of Swords, which is in reverse. Um, just by the image, right? One, we're swathed in red, and two, um, manufacturing style and whatever. Yes, there's positive manufacturing, but there's also negative manufacturing. Like if you get something manufactured over there, they copy your shit and undersell you. It is what it is. So they have been Scar. They have been a bad guy, and they still kind of are. However, this time the power is being employed for good, so to speak. Even though um, it's definitely going to be with lying and manipulating the people who deserve to be lied to and manipulated. Like at the end of the day, that's what it is. You wonder if they will release truth about Dead Hand? That's a good question. Um, I'm kind of feeling because as soon as you say that, I go straight back to Carne Asada. I go, oh, Queen of Swords. Um, they're trying the Maple Leaf Country, who met with the only president people cry when they see him, cry of missing him, of the only one that gives people nostalgia, you know, of late. When the Maple Country met with him, and I think we read that they know about 24, right? So I'm wondering if Obi knows about Dead Hand. I wonder if Obi knows about Dead Hand. Because I see them trying to do it the legal way, right? Because here's the Six of Swords, trying to prevent them from continuing on with their evil, right? Trying to break up these sadistic ollies, like the PED class. Um, and there's the Emperor there. So hold on, connection. Wait a second, because the Page of Coins just came back. I didn't show you all this on the last read, but it was right here, and I was like, stop, enough. But this was the very next card, the Page of Coins, and this is about not learning, but it's also about misusing what you do learn. The way that I'm getting it, right? Because that's the hyenas, sticking the hyenas out on them. Um, and the hyenas, they lied about Simba being dead. So here's what I'm saying. If this is Maple Country and this is made in manufacturing company, they just bookended. If that's Maple Country and that's made in country, this is communication. Communication to stop people from transitioning, from going forward. transforming, and that PED class, those people who are supported. So this feels like direct communication between Maple Country and manufacturing country, because here is the agenda, hidden agenda right behind that. I think that's what's happening. I think that's what's happening because the Queen of Coins is right behind it, the Star is right behind it, and the King of Cups and the Page of Swords and the Chariot. Holy smokes. Okay. Because y'all know, with me, the villain cards seem to flip, right? So if the Queen of Coins, this is the person with the information that will be sharing it. This came right after that stuff with the country. So this is documentation. This is all of that. About who? The Star. And then, as we were just talking about, the guy who makes people weep, King of Cups, here he is. Not as a villain, but as an anti-hero. Basically as Deadpool, in this case. And then the Page of Swords would again be our whistleblowing, but this is again that sharing of information. So it's swords again. That's exactly what they're doing, and I don't think they want to go to that point. Is what I'm getting to. I'm wondering if he knows. I'm wondering if he knows. I don't think he wants to go to that point because Obi would be very, very cognizant of the fact that we would be destroyed, right? Mind you, the information's going to get out. It just is. It will get out. But I don't think Obi wants to be the one. Yeah, see, the information's going to get out. Communication about the treason is going to get out. Page of Swords, they're going to make sure it gets out. That's the thing about working with manufacturing companies. Listen, they're your frenemy. They are your frenemy. They are your frenemy. They're telling you that they're helping you, you poor, unfortunate soul. But then what do they want? Your voice. They're going to share that information. It will get out. Uh, that's interesting. Mm-mm-mm. Oh my God. Temperance. Temperance again. Five of Swords. 10 of Cups. 2 of Wands. 10 of Swords. Hi, yi, yi. And then the Fool is peeking out at the bottom. And then we have this 8 of Cups. People walking away. Things walking away. Drifting away. Going away. Okay. Holy smokes. This feels interesting. What is this? The Chariot. Okay, there we go. That's how they want to do it. They want to do it based off of the cyber stuff. You've been interviewing all day high-level candidates for a manufacturing company. Huh. One guy's company was killing. Oh my God. Sorry to hear that. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of traps there. Hold on. What'd you say about a trillion? Efsina reabsorbs T Island. In 25, the island made almost a trillion. Yeah, I think they're going to reabsorb Sea Island. I think that's part of the thing, right? And I've been hearing whispers of it. Australia's been getting their beefing up just in case China tries to do something. But yeah, so that said, y'all, what I'm seeing here is because there's a betrayal here. There's the you can't sit with us. That's breaking of democracy, honestly. There's the 8 of Cups right here. So that's the drifting away, walking away. Oh my God. And then the 5 of Cups right behind it. Holy shit. This right here, yes. This is the knowledge. Definitely getting out. What knowledge though? Because right under here, again, 2 of Wands. That's the things that planned are not going as planned. And right behind that was the 4 of Cups. So that's not wanting to drink of that cup. That's 4 cups in a row. And it's really interesting that this cup energy is like cups and swords the most when we're talking about China. Remember, with the other things, we've been getting wands, 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 wands. This right here is cray cray. Because we have the 5 of Cups, Minor Arcana Death card. They're spilled, they're drowning. That sounds like a global excursion. Then we have the 8 of Cups. This is losing your power. This is people turning away from you, meaning Petey boy, and then we have democracy being upside down, like trying to destroy it. But here's the thing: it's in the reverse. So in this card, again, I'm understanding that villain cards tend to reverse for me because in the bottom of this is a ship that is shipwrecked. So that in itself is democracy. So looking at it in the reverse, I'm getting the impression here of that this is resurrecting the ship as opposed to it being shipwrecked. And here is the Ace of Swords again, cutting through this BS stuff with them handling business. That's the King of Wands. And again, that flow, because China's getting what they want. China is being fat cat. We got two kings. They're very happy. But this right here is the fat cat portion of it because their money's going up. Their stock, their brand, their reputation's going up. Y'all, there's three freaking swords, three kings back to back. They are rising to the top for sure. Three kings. We have the wands, the sword, no, wands, swords, and coins. And then we have another ace, the ace of coins. This is interesting. Not as many major arcanas here as we're talking about. Are they going to let this information out? But I will tell you there is one. Two. There's that temperance. So this feels divine. This is how I go with temperance as we move into this next shift of what's happening in the world is divine. You know, things are trying to right itself, put the ship back together. And this right here is a chariot. We got a madman driving this car. Get those puppies. And it's full speed ahead on that. And that's interesting because I think a chariot is an earth card, but it has a different energy. It has full speed ahead. All right, let's go. It's funny because I've been interviewing. Okay. Francois just announced investigations into, well, yeah. Oh, wait, a new one? A new investigation? And an Izzy turn. I'm going, what was the other country that met with Cena? Okay, so they just met with Cena and on the 9th and upholding international security. Told y'all it was going to be about intel and international stuff. Look at this. That's their power. They are using that power. And the Four of Wands, that's 4 different countries, y'all, together. And look at the cheese on that face. The way they are going to manipulate this Ace of Wands. You see, he got it right there. And this is also our King of Wands, you know, because Jafar is the King of Wands. Then we got the Wheel of Fortune. See, things are changing. And the Four of Cups. This is, again, a new perspective, something new coming, a renewal of things. Ooh, y'all. And then we have the Four of Coins. Y'all see this open. It's open. This is so interesting. You talk about Izzy because Izzy just popped in. Y'all, I think we're on the right track with this. These boys are going there thinking they're about to make deals, move, get that yuan money, get these contracts because, they're trying to move into a different type of money system and deals and whatnot. And they are being manipulated. So everything they think they're doing is Uno reversing. China just wants the intel. They just want more intel. So what are they doing while they're in China? Because there's somebody else meeting. No, there's somebody else meeting while they are meeting. Because if they're meeting, they can't be meeting, so to speak. If they're meeting in China or Sina, then they can't be meeting with other people because they wouldn't even risk that. Yes, yes, yes. That's a yes. So there is definitely these other countries are meeting this weekend, weekend while they're doing it. Who's meeting this weekend? Because there's a chariot in reverse. Who's meeting this weekend? I hear Zell. I hear Zell. I hear Sunflower. Who's meeting? that new world order, basically. Um, I'm really seeing the Four of Cups. The ones who refuse. Who refuse? This feels like Spain. This one feels like Spain. And then the Ace of Swords. Again, with the communication, the intel, the information, and it's a yes card. Y'all, this is some really big stuff. All right, so talk to me about the villains since you had me use the villains. What is their intention? Eight of Wands. Yeah, they're going there. They're trying to do some fast talking to get these contracts and stuff. King of Cups. Um, Interesting. They don't feel sure. They don't feel confident at all. That's the King of Cups in reverse. And this is the Four of Swords in reverse. They don't feel confident at all. In fact, some of them feel very much so backed into a corner. Interesting. And then we got the Two of Pentacles. That's what's happening. They are uneasy. They are out of balance. There's something happening that they weren't prepared for. And it is the bellicose situation. It is the global situation. But there's definitely a death here. What's his death? Death of what? Again, I get this feeling like these cups are deals. So this is death of deals. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. The prince pulled out, right? The prince aren't friends with them anymore. You were just wondering if the other leaders are meeting up. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. The friends the prince isn't friends with them anymore. So there's death of that thing. So now they need to find another daddy, I guess, is what we're dealing with. Um it's another please tell us what to do. This is why you don't let boys play grown people games. They're looking for another daddy, another patron. Definitely going there as a bitch, begging for money. Look at this, two queens. Two queens begging the king for money, for attention, for protection, for direction. That's so interesting because now we got the Ace of Cups, baby. So they're not going to find that with them. Nope. Because what they are going to find is justice. There's a different kind of justice that's going to be met. And this is really interesting because this is a fake relationship right now. This Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups in reverse. It's a fake relationship with the Moon card. It is a fake relationship. Whatever hard work they thought they had, baby, this thing is coming back on you because there's the Page of Wands. There's fiery information that's going to be getting out. Definitely. Page of Wands, Page of Wands, Page of Wands, Page of Wands. That, wait, wait, that was our shady card. This is the first Page of Wands here. Hold on. Page of Wands and then Page of Coins. Okay, so y'all cut him out. Is he there? I don't think he's there, right? I don't think he's at the meeting. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know if he's there. If somebody can look it up real quick. I don't think so because he's been isolated. Oh. So they're trying to make a move. They're trying to make, okay. So the point of all the people who got off the airplane, let's put it that way, is they're trying to make a move to get help to cut out Shady. Wow. Seven of Wands, Eight of Cups. Absolutely. They are trying to take my man's out. Ten of Coins in reverse. The Temperance is right there, y'all. And the Hangman is right there. Those two major arcana said, not so fast. Not so fast. This isn't your friend. Um, it's saying we don't want none of y'all because all of you have us out of balance. The fact that you're going to come with a conglomerate of people to go against the country that you're coming from to make deals on that, like they don't respect that. That's what it is. I'm feeling no respect. I'm feeling utter disrespect. So this Seven of Wands is like the queen looking down like, what the hell are you doing here? All these messages you're trying to send at me, because y'all remember we saw the Eight of Wands. So now we have the Seven of Wands. And it's like, no. Like, little boy, please. How are you coming to me with this thing? Okay, this is real interesting too. Because They're not going to be dealing together. This is a Six of Cups in reverse. We're not toasting it up. We're not dealing together. We're not chums. We're not friends. This ain't 1.0. This is 2.0. And 2.0, you effed up my economy for a minute. I had to fix that. So, baby, you can get the step in. They're not with it. Look at this. The Empress right behind it. Now, remember, Chyna and Baca, they're friends. Ish. So, they're not playing the game. Because I see this Eight of Cups about how they have turned their back on this country. He's not with it. Like Chyna doesn't respect that. There's no honor. That's the word. Honor. That's the one thing America does not understand is the H word, is honor. There is no honor amongst this cabinet. And Chyna doesn't respect that. So, especially with them isolating this guy all the way over here by himself. I mean, he's lockstep isolated. Page of Coins, Page of Wands, and the Hermit in reverse. He is isolated. And then we have the Seven of Coins in reverse here with, again, our boy, Scar at the top of the mountain. And he's like, nah, you killed Mufasa. We ain't got nothing to do with you. Y'all came here with this fake ass man trying to put him off as if he's real, as if we don't know the difference, as if we didn't already have intel. We were just trying to see what y'all were going to do. We were trying to see what y'all were going to do. So there it is again. They're not going to be able to get out of this. They are there unwittingly giving the kind of information they need to get knocked down. Because here's the Page of Cups. And that's your boy, Narco. They don't respect him. I wonder why he wasn't allowed back there. He was banned. So what shenanigans got him there? Because I'm seeing the Six of Coins, and I'm seeing the Treason card, and I'm seeing the Six of Swords in reverse. This is definitely about communication and stopping them. Because this partnership deal that they're trying to get ain't going to happen. Because the Two of Wands said, nope, this is what you want, this is what you finna get. A hell no. And then the Seven of Cups. Chyna does have tentacles everywhere. All right, y'all, it's raining, so I can't get my papers wet. I just want to tell y'all, this is some real interesting stuff. Ooh, there's that Judgment card again. You came here thinking you were better than us, but baby, when you go home, prepare for, oh my God, this is just in time. We said July was gonna be banging, but it's heating up. It is definitely heating up. This is some interesting stuff. Chyna has entered the chat. Never trust that. Never trust that. But understand, they are going to be taking this thing down with glee because now that their reputation is saved, rebranded, they are now firmly a leader. There is a new world order. They have won the race. They can get our information from Saudi for the chips and stuff because the dumbass sold the information that Biden tried to protect so that only we had that information. Nope. They sold it. Sold it because everything's for sale when you're a prostitute. Interesting. All right. Oh, we got to close because this rain is starting to come down and it feels good. It feels so good. But I can't get my cards wet. All right, y'all. And my mosquito guys are starting to sizzle. Ooh, thank you, babes. Oh my God, y'all. This is just lovely. Listen, this is the best TV show I ever did not watch. I'm going to be watching it for the rest of my life. Cena had originally banned and sanctioned Narco in 2020. Oh, okay. Okay. For the human rights records. That's funny. Send heat. Nicole, gladly, girl. Because I would rather warm up than try to cool off. Gladly. I messed around and went to Georgia for 7 years, and it messed up my Florida blood. I cannot get this back. And then ever since I had the C19 in 2020, I am very, very sensitive to the sun. So that sucks. You can have it, girl. I can wear sweatpants. I could warm up. I cannot cool off. There's just never enough cool. Girl. All right. I love y'all. Peace out. I'm gonna make this public as soon as we're done so that you can go back and watch the replay. It's an interesting reading. I don't know if I had something else on plan. Well, actually, I guess we kind of ended up reading about everything I kind of had now. We touched on MT. Okay, real quick. So the girl sold her house, her Washington house or Georgia house, her Georgia house, her Washington house, one of her houses, right? She sold her house for a loss, an almost 50% loss, and then bought a $5 million in Costa Rica. What the hell? And it's so funny because I just told y'all the other day or yesterday that I was like, oh, Costa Rica, that's where I'm going to move. Like I saw Costa Rica on a video, got chills, and I was like, okay, that's where I'm going to move. And then to find out this lady bought a house in Costa Rica. And I'm like, that's an interesting place for a Southern white woman who doesn't like Spanish people, according to the way she talks, to move to Costa Rica. I keep forgetting there's smoke in these things. Help me make this make sense. Oh my gosh, I want to read on it, but my robe, this is a robe. My robe is wet now. Okay. Anyway, we'll save that one. Let me write empty Costa Rica. I love that her initials are empty. Empty. We'll put that for the 14th. Empty Costa Rica. Okay. Yes, she sold her house at a loss. I think her house was like $1 million. I could be wrong about that number. But then sold it for 600,000. Why would you take that drastic of a loss? Only that. Can somebody see if Costa Rica has an extradition, what their extradition clause is? Would they ship you out of here to go back to America to face financial crimes charges? Y'all let me know. Let me know. I wouldn't, you know what? I honestly wouldn't be surprised if MT actually did know how to speak Spanish. I promise you, I wouldn't be surprised. Because the way she was in that Congress was a complete front. Homegirl has changed, but you did so much damage. You don't get forgiveness. You better go ask God. I'm not God. Um, Empty Costa Rica. Don't ask me for forgiveness. I don't have that power. I'm just human. All I can do is forgive myself for believing you, or forgive myself for thinking there's some human decency in you. Like I can forgive myself. I can't forgive you. I'm not God. Like you got to seek that out on your own, right? That takes a lot of power. What's the extradition? Anybody look that up? What's the extradition clause on Costa or Costa? I don't know. I'm trying to say things around stuff. But Costa Rica, like why there of all places? I just she doesn't. I don't know. It's just a really interesting country. Out of all the countries they've been looking at, it's just a really interesting country to choose. So I wonder what the extradition is. Do they send you back if you are found guilty of financial crimes? There must be an English community because why would she choose this country? She didn't choose Jamaica. She didn't choose Bahamas. She didn't even choose Mexico. She's probably scared of Mexico. Uh, Yes, the United States can request that a person be extradited for financial crimes. Hmm. Why would she choose there? Because Homegirl did not have $5 million until last year, until she committed financial crimes, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. So, why would Empty choose Costa Rica as her landing spot? I guess she feels Argentina's about to be too full, especially if Peter's run there already. I wonder if they're going to get him on a murder charge. Oh, Murdoch. Speaking of, let me write that down too, so we can talk about that. Because that wait, I think we did read on it, but I want to go a little bit deeper. Um, I got to look into it. And then we'll see how deep we can go with that. I think we did do a quick read on it because I think Carly brought it up yesterday. But I want to look at Rupert. Um, oh, and the Supremes. I want to look at the Supreme Six because, bro, that's some serious shit y'all doing. And it's funny because they really do. They're really using the law to do it, and they're using the law well, pretty much, to do it. So, yeah, but why would she buy a house there though? It's a $5.5 million house. Didn't she just make like 200 million last year? Unless she's been playing in this golf game, this straight game. She's probably playing in that too. Um, but if she's buying that house now, that means she has scent in the air. Or is she running from the threats that she's getting? But an island where there's lots of jungle and stuff doesn't make sense to run to if you're getting threats. That's what I mean by financial crimes, Nicole. Is she went from her little 6 figure income to a seven, 8, 9 figure last year with Liberation Day. She got paid on Liberation Day, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. That's what I'm saying. I wonder if she's playing in a straight too, um, because everybody knows buy it up on Monday because on Friday it's going to shoot up. You know what I mean? I got to see what else is around her. I'm trying to pick up what else is around her. Like who else? Because I know she visited Musk at one point. Like took a boat to his house or something because they were neighbors. Is that the house she just sold? Yeah, because I think it was 1 point something million, and she just sold it for 600. Why would you sell a Georgia house? I think it was a Georgia house. Why would you sell a Georgia house for 600,000 when you can hold on to that property? And it's going to be even more after Florida's under the water, especially once the Satan gets done with it. Like, letting all these people frack and whatever else they're trying to do with it, and the water gets poisoned and whatnot. This is really interesting because there's like a lot of information trying to come, but it's like not exactly clear yet. It's a lot of information. Uh, so I don't know where to land or focus just yet. So tomorrow we're gonna flip on it, see what comes up, and then see what else we receive. But there's something there. So empty, Murdy, Supreme. I also want to look at that Kearse person, Starmer. I want to look at him too. And I don't like to get into other people's like gubs because I'm one of those. I'm not one of those. I just don't know as much as what's happening over somewhere else because right now I got to put my own oxygen mask on. However, there's something about Starmer that came up while I was thinking of carne asada and the Thai Kachina. So that's why I'm like, wait, where does UK fall in this? Because it feels like there's an intermediary that's happening in Yucca And I'm wondering if this is why he won't go. Not just because he can't get prosecuted if he's in office, but why he's like digging his heels in to not go. And then England does the dumbest shit ever and gets some conservatives. Like, let the conservatives win their primaries or whatever it's called. Like, you're literally watching what we're going through and you're going, yes, give me some of that. Are you serious? Could Costa Rica be home for a distraction for her actual escape plan? Okay. That's what Becky's hinting at too. So y'all bring these questions tomorrow so we can remember. Oh, Nika. But why would she go to Nika, dog? Nika seems less likely to me for her, making it the closest geographical option. Oh, maybe to get lost, right? So you get your home in Costa. Hi, y'all. I live in Costa. Because why do we know where her house is? We have to think about that. Why do we know this information? So why do we know where her house is? Okay, we can know that she sold her house, but why do we know where her new one is, right? Because we'll know that she sold her house because it'll show up on market. Why do we know where she's going? So that makes sense because then she crosses the border into Nika and then she keeps it moving and just vanishes, just disappears. You guys are onto something. This feels resonant. And the rain stops, but now my robe is wet. Is she taking her kids with her? Because I know when her kids got threatened. I mean, she has enough money to move, right? She can do all kinds of moves she wants to do with that kind of money. It would be stupid for her to go to Argentina because that's where everybody's going to try to run to since they messed up with the Sauds. I don't think anybody's going to go to Georgia or Turkey because that's too close to Izzy. There's a missing piece here. There's a missing piece. What is it? Okay. She will make sure not to take her blind bottle of dye with her, too. Oh my God. I'm done. I'm so done. Y'all, I love that we get to play detectives, spiritual detectives. Let's put our spiritual detective hat on, you guys. Let's figure out what's happening. Maybe that's what I'm going to name my new TikTok channel, Spiritual Detective. Oh my God. The spiritual detective. No, because I don't want people going, can you find? Listen, ma'am, I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about politics. We're trying to figure this stuff out. I'm trying to be MacGyver, Encyclopedia Brown. I'm not trying, or Nancy Drew. Oh, Trixie Belden. Please tell me somebody on here read Trixie Belden. That was my favorite series. I hated Nancy Drew. I loved Trixie. That's where I learned if you grind up apple seeds, that's how you create cyanide. I was like, wait, what? Okay, do not eat apple seeds. Yes. Thank y'all so much for the conversation and for playing Spiritual Detectives with me. Okay. I lost everything. Okay. Anyway, I have my mediumship class tonight, so I'll be telling y'all all about it tomorrow. All right, bye, bookies. Love ya. Thank God I made chicken Alfredo last night so the kids can eat leftovers. Bye bye. See y'all soon.